Greetings, citizens! Last time we created a rope pulley mining drill and a windmill-powered automatic farm. Today we'll be working on upgrading our gear with the help of villagers, going to the Nether for valuable components, and building a mega mining machine to get the resources we need to complete our house. Let's do it! There's lots to do today, citizen, and a finite time in which to do it. So we're going to get started right away. You will notice our magnificent machine from last time is still running, and we've got an entire full chest here. This one is filling up. I did a little bit of AFK, so we should be all set there, hopefully. However, I neglected to mention last episode, you might have caught it in the introduction, but there was a mod that I did not show. And actually, this is a good reason to use it right here. Either this sheep escaped or he's just gloating that everybody else is trapped and he's not. But what I should be able to do is shift and right click. Oh wait, no, I need to get rid of my shield first. I need two hands for this. Shift and right click, and look at that. You're coming with me, buddy. So this is the Carryon mod, which unsurprisingly, it does what it sounds like it does. You're allowed to carry mobs, and I believe even some types of blocks too. But it makes things like this a little bit easier, transporting mobs. If we wanted to move this sheep, I can now bring him in here, put him right down, and just not have to deal with the whole, lead him in with wheat, or probably more relevant, trying to move villagers with boats or mine carts, or laying down some delectable beds that they're going to try to eat. At least I think that's why they go for them. But the reason that's relevant is I think it's going to be the first thing we do today. Now that we have our own private stash of carrots and potatoes, and that's just going to keep on coming, and let's be honest, we've looked better in our days. I have leather boots and a leather tunic to my name. And of course, let's not forget all of our impressive stone tools. But I think we could do better. So while I don't want to build anything too impressive for the villagers yet, namely because we still need to finish our house, we are going to get some villagers for trades, and I think since this is where the carrots and potatoes are, we're just going to do it right here. And we're going to make them their very own little hole in the ground. I know they don't really deserve it, but we're going to be kind. How deep do we need to go? I'm not sure, but as long as we don't intersect with anything there, we should be fine, and I want to be able to access that from underground, so that level should be good, I think. It would be nice if we had a mining machine so that we could dig all this out a little bit easier. We don't have it yet. Hopefully later in the episode. Yeah, there we go. That should be plenty of space for our soon-to-be plebeian friends. And then, of course, we've got access to our potato and carrot chest. I think that'll work. We'll just want to make ourselves a fence gate so that we could put that right here. Just in case they try to be naughty boys, they won't be able to get out. And I think what I want to do is with the Carryon mod, it might be a bit difficult to get them through down here. So I think if we just dig a little spot over this way, and then dig up and drop a bit of water there, we should just be able to drop them right down the pleb hole. Yes, it's a real thing. Don't look at me like that. So there you go. Nice fancy new abode for our new friends. We'll just need to go to one of those villages, acquire some of their beds, because we're going to need a few of those, and then at least 2 plebs. Also, just in case we have any mobs around here, we should probably do that. And then we can open it up once we get back. All right, and looking at the map and the fact that I'm a little bit lazy and I don't want to walk too far, especially because when you're carrying villagers, you do slow down. And it looks like there's 2 pretty close by. But this is a pretty big hill, so we'd have to go up and down a hill here. That might not be easy, so maybe this one right over here. So it looks like we'll be traveling southeast, which is that direction. And away we go. Wouldn't mind finding a saddle too. Might make it easier going back and forth if we could get a horse. Oh, and bees. Lava bees. Why are you hanging around by the lava? Oh, there you go. There's your hive right there. Okay, that's good to know. Once we have silk touch or something. This is a bit of a run. It's not going to be that easy getting them back here. Hello. Nope, nothing. And I probably should have brought more food, but I'm sure the plebs would be happy to share. Greetings, citizens. Who would like to join me for an adventure? You may keep the nitwit. But you don't look like you're doing anything, right? You weren't just having a conversation, right? I like how they get smaller too. This is little Timmy. His mother said he was too annoying, so she's just sending him off to Rome to trade carrots and potatoes for emeralds. In fact, hold on. You're going to stay right here. I forgot. We want to grab some beds. Don't go anywhere, little Timmy. Thank you. They don't need these. Villagers love dirt. They prefer to sleep on the floor. Something about the natural musk it gives them. And that's them saying it, not me. And that's 5 beds. That might be enough. If not, I mean, we've got sheep back there. We could always make more. All right, I think. You were little Timmy, right? Don't worry, he's gonna be fine. They're all worried because I'm just carrying this little guy all the way across the field. And it's gonna go night pretty soon. So that's gonna be fun, trying to, well, we could put down 2 beds. I'm sure he'll be tempted to take one of them. Ooh, this is going to be a painful long walk. I'll let you know when we get closer. or when we get eaten by zombies when it turns to night. Yeah, we're not gonna make it, are we? Okay, here, you just stay here. Don't go anywhere. Nope, 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 don't go anywhere. Come back, yeah. See, you saw the bed, you got excited. Okay, we're good. See that in the distance, little Timmy? That's your new home. I agree, the little Timmy thing is weird. I think we're gonna stop that. Cross the water, and then we're there. See, that wasn't so bad. I don't think I can... Oh, nope, open that up. Come here. Where are you going? You need to go down the pleb hole, which I'm hoping... We put water... Yeah, there's water down there. I'm hoping we can just do that. Hey, there we go. Into the pleb hole, and let's see... Oh, he's so happy. Whoa, were you just floating through the ground? That was very strange. But I will put down your beds, because we're going to need a few of these. Won't do us much good now, but once we get you a little friend, should be helpful. Oh yeah, you know, you don't have to thank me. I know, this is very luxury, very high class. I agree, it is an improvement over that village, but you're going to stay here, and I'm going to go get you a friend. Oh jeez, I wasn't looking. I nearly ran right into that. Gotta watch where you're going. Hello again. Who's the lucky winner this time? No, you can still keep the nitwit. Not interested. Is that a farmer up there I see? Oh no, you're a fisherman. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be changing the profession anyway. But just in case they're difficult, I wouldn't mind one that has no profession or is already a farmer. Which I don't really know where they went, so this might be able to summon them. Does anybody want to come to the village bell? Oh no, that sends them inside, not to the bell. Whoops. I was thinking about that backwards. You know what? Doesn't matter. You're coming with me, buddy. I know you think you're a cleric, but you're actually probably a farmer. They made a mistake on the aptitude test. Yeah, this is just wrong. You definitely need to be a farmer. And we are going this way. Got another long walk ahead of us, so I'll meet you back over at the base. And we're back. Let's get you down here with your new friend. And down the pleb hole you go. Beautiful. That worked like a charm. And where are you going? They're like in the ground. Get out of there. Get out of the ground. What were you doing? I think we have to retire the pleb hole. They're getting like stone quicksand type stuff. I don't know. But if you would care to just get out. Oh wait, I keep forgetting I can do this. Get out of there. Yeah, that's a safety violation. Anyway, we need at least, I would say 5 for now, plebs. A couple farmers, and then somebody that can give us some armor and tools I think would be very nice. So why don't I grab some carrots? And then I will leave these carrots in your care. Yep, there you go. Eat up. Oh, good. They're sharing. They're already getting along. Wonderful. So I'll leave you with those carrots. Hopefully that's enough. This is child-proof, isn't it? This place? I think it is. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, we're already having some good results. So we'll let that run for a while. Hopefully we can get up to 5, and then we'll get down to business while they get down to business. And while they do that, I have a plan. While it's not necessarily my main goal for the video today, I would like it if we didn't have to continue to use the hand crank on anything that we want to do over here. So I'm wondering if we could just get some very rudimentary power going for the house, even before it's done. And that could maybe just run underneath the house. I'm kind of thinking something out of sight, out of mind. Which also, by the way... Where did I put that stuff? There you are. Between episodes, I did a little mining. I found 18 more iron and another stack of andesite. So we might be able to do this. We might be able to generate some power for the house. And that'll give our pleb friends plenty of time to fill out the population. And that'll hopefully help us fix this issue that we're seeing here. Now, if you watched the last episode, you'll know that the large water wheels that we used down in the mine, they were shredding our FPS. That was not great for lag. But I did notice the moment we left that room, it was fine. So as long as I'm not looking at them, it seems like it's not an issue. So that's why I'm thinking if we made several of these, which actually they're very easy to make, I can make some now. We can maybe put them underneath the house. I'd never see them down there, but then we could just kind of route the power up here and then decide where we want our workshop and just kind of get a couple things plugged in. Let's see about that. We can grab some more iron. We can make a bit more of the andesite alloy. Yep, we can. Can use that to make a bit more of the shafts, and in fact we're gonna need tons of these to route the power all the way up, so we may as well do that. And then if I had wood and if I could spell, there we go. 8 should probably be good. Good for a start anyway. I don't actually know how much power each one of these creates, so we'll be figuring that out. And we want those to be large water wheels because I think it does generate more power. There we go. 8 large water wheels. I think the only thing really would just be gearboxes and a lot of the shafts. In fact, I wouldn't mind a vertical gearbox. Oh, which you could just change a gearbox into vertical. Okay, did not know that. And I'm already almost out of the andesite alloy, so yeah, we're definitely going through this stuff quickly. we need some more casing. And we can get a bit more of this, strip down some logs, and apply our andesite alloy to make that into casing. Eventually, a lot of this, even what we're doing right now, will be automated, which will be really nice. And there we go. We can make ourselves a couple extra gearboxes, a bit more of the shafts, and then I think we might be good with that. So what are we thinking for a workshop? Would it make sense to be over in this area, or do we want it over here? This is going to be much taller. It will give us more room in case we need to do things like, I don't actually know if we'll need like vertical access at all, but it might be a good idea to do it over here. That way we do have the room if we need it. So I'm thinking we could probably just send power up from one of the corners over here and have our water wheels running down there. Temporarily, let's just see where this leads. Well, I know where it leads. There's already a hole down there. Is that safe? What's down there? It's a big old... I don't remember this. Well, this works out perfect. Look at this. We already had something down here that we lit up. It's like I planned it. Let's pretend like I planned it. Cool. So let's just clear out an area down here. And I can even take some of this andesite while we're at it. Then we should have room for our water wheels to generate power. I'll meet you in a few once I've cleaned this up. Okay, I think we've got enough room here for the 8 that I have. I also open it up out the back, so if we need to get down here, we can not have to tear through our floor. We could actually just come down here, get to this area, but I don't think we'll need to once it's set up. In any event, we need to make sure that I've got enough room here. How can I tell? Can I just place you? I can. Unfortunately, I don't think it matters that it kind of intersects with some of that stuff. The mod doesn't seem to mind. So if we just put all of you down here. So if they're here, this is the spot where we want to lead it up. You'll notice the frame rate taking a dive, so that's why I'm a bit worried. But hopefully once we're upstairs, it won't matter. And we need to make an infinite water source. I'll leave you here. Actually, let's test this theory. Yeah, once I'm out, it improves like 100-fold, so I don't think it'll be an issue having those water wheels down there. I hope. We'll see what happens once they start turning. Okay, so it looks like it's all enclosed. I wonder, should I actually set this up before I get it turning? Oh yeah, because actually right now it's lined up with the wall, not the floor. Because what I think we'll have to do, I think we will need a vertical gearbox and lots of shafts, because I think it'll need to do something like this. Shaft leading out, vertical gearbox pointing up, and then we lead shafts upwards, and then it should work. But first, I guess let's get this thing turning. I'm hoping I can just put water down at this level and it still works. No, I was afraid of that. Okay, no problem. Just put you there. And start up at that side. There we go. Keep going with that. And of course, I hear a wandering trader as I'm doing this. Be with you in a minute. Yep, I hear you. I hear you. Okay, what do you got? I don't want any of this. And normally I might want the leads, but with the Carryon mod, it's actually not that important. In fact, what happens if I just pick you up? Oh yeah, nobody gets angry. I can pick up the lead. Well, isn't that humane? Thank you very much. I will take your leads. Appreciate it. Wonderful. The llama came down to appreciate my work. Okay, that is all running. Let's get this sent upstairs. Okay, I think that's... Oh, wait, no. I was thinking I wanted to speed it up, too. All right, give me 1 second. Alright, that's running a little bit faster. It didn't do a whole lot, but you could always come back and try to improve that at a later date. For now, I need to kind of just build my way out of here. Can you leave me alone? Can't you see I'm trying to work? This guy. Okay, so we've got this up here now. Do I need another vertical here? I think I do. Because if we put that here, that's going to allow us to turn it so it can come into the house. And I think as a way of cleaning this up, because right now you can see right through there, it looks a little bit odd. I think we can put andesite casing on there. Yeah, it kind of just covers it up, makes it look a little bit nicer. And then we can do that. And look at that. We now have power running into the house. So that means we can move everything over here, and then I should probably actually check on the plebs, see how they've been doing. Let's grab all of our impressive and mighty machines. And then, yeah, before we do that, let's check on the villager situation over here. Oh, I can see they're making friends for us. Maybe an iron supply. Nice. It's kind of them. Okay. Oh, wow. We have 6. That's more than I actually needed. You've been busy. Wow. You also haven't lost your job yet. That's a little bit worrying. And we do now have an extra, so you might want to think about getting rid of that. You seem smirking at me. Don't smirk. Look at that. Okay, so I think once we finish moving these machines, we can get some job blocks down here and get started. We should be good to go. That went very quickly. All right, let's figure out the best configuration for this. Because I think for a lot of them, like the mechanical press, even the encased fan, those might be higher up and pointing down. So we might want more gearboxes to bring this up. And then we could bring it up, we could run it across the top of all of these. And then for things like the millstone, actually, hold on. Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna move these things around, just try to figure out how the best configuration would look, and then I can bring you back in. I need to use my brain. That's terrifying. I am about 10 million% sure there's a better way to do this. I'm using so many gearboxes. I think it's one of those things you'll just get more used to and you'll figure out more efficient ways over time. And no, it's not even done yet, but I'm running a bit low. Well, maybe not. I could probably make more, but before I finish it up, essentially what I've done, and like I said, I'm pretty sure there's more efficient ways to do this. Several vertical gearboxes linked up to the power that's in the wall. The middle one here is coming out with a shaft to go into another vertical gearbox to hit a cog that is turning the millstone, and that's just because I wanted each one of these to kind of be lined up in a row here. That might actually be my downfall. There's probably better ways to go about it, but anyway. The second one is coming out up here to a regular gearbox that is powering the mechanical press, so once we put something on this depot, that'll start to work and we won't have to use the hand crank anymore. What we have up here is the encased fan, and that is because I'm thinking we can put water or lava right in here. The shaft is going to stop it from actually falling down, whatever we put in there. And then whatever we place on the depot, that's either going to be washed or smelted or whatever, you know, depending on what we have in here. That's the one that's not hooked up yet. So I guess if we want to, we would need probably, I don't know, like 3 more gearboxes probably. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm using too many of these. It shouldn't be that difficult to just link these things up. But I'm making it difficult for some reason. And the gearboxes are actually quite expensive too. You have to make 4 cogs for each one that you want to make. So in this case, it'd be 12. And then yeah, it's surrounding by cogs, andesite casing. What am I out of? Oh no, I did say 3. Never mind. Okay, we're good. So I'm thinking, obviously, if the input is at the top there, we are going to need to bring power up. So we need a vertical gearbox. That will bring it up to, let's see, this level with another vertical gearbox. And of course, it's not lined up. I could, see, that's what I mean, if I moved this back, it would be removing one step of this crazy machine that we don't even need to do. You know what? We're going to need gearboxes down the road anyway. I say we just do it this way. I'm going to probably take it all apart and reconfigure it at some point down the road, but at least if we get it ready and workable and usable right now, we can reuse the components later, so let's just not worry about it. So I think we are 1 gearbox short. There we go. And it needs to be vertical, and then if we put you there, that is now powered. I hope. Oh, and good, it's going the right way. You can see the particles, the way this is blowing. There's a chance that it could be going the other direction, like sucking the air through, but it is pushing it out, so that's great. That is what we wanted. And yes, I think this warrants a test. What do we have in the box? We could do our copper. So if we want to test, just looking at this is, yeah, that's going to make me laugh. This looks ridiculous. It'll definitely be reconfigured at some point. Don't feel like doing it now, but if man, I really hope this works. If we put the lava, oh, how are we going to do this? I think I could put it right there. Okay, good. Yep. Now that turned into what I think is a schmeltery. We put the raw copper on the depot there. I'm hoping it smelts it. I don't actually know that I'm doing this right. Oh, no, look, I think it did already. Wow, 15, that fast? That was really good. Okay, perfect. That works. We never have to smelt anything in furnaces again, apparently, because I could just put it there and it does about 10 times faster. So that's great. Now, out of curiosity, I put you here and, oh boy, that is slow. I mean, it works, but it's slow. And we can get ourselves copper sheet. I don't know why we need that, but awesome. It all works. That is really cool. Out of curiosity, because we haven't done the millstone or whatever yet, what happens if we put wheat seeds in you? Can I just throw those in? Is that not a thing that can get broken down, or what's going on here? Well, I know you can do flowers. Can I put you in here? Do I have to throw them in, or do I have to press like click or shift click? What do I, there we go. Just throw them right in. And it looks like it's working. Nice. And then we can grab it out and we get yellow dye. It's awesome. Well, that is really cool. Like I said, it's not efficient. It's not set up in the best way possible. Look at all that madness back there, but they are all working and we now have power. I no longer have to trade all of those hunger bars by using the hand crank. And I am happy with that. We can obviously add more onto this as we go and discover new things that we need, but very cool. So I think it's time for a good night's sleep. then tomorrow morning, we can start working with the plebs. We're going to need some job blocks to start working with the plebs. And I know one thing that I'm going to want is a smithing table. Unfortunately, I have to use iron for that. And then I have to use even more iron for the next one, which is a blast furnace. And that does need smooth stone, I believe it is. But actually, this is really cool. I don't have to smelt it anymore. This is probably the one I'm most excited about. I could just take a whole stack of cobblestone, put it right there. There we go. And then less than a minute, I get a stack of stone. I am such a big fan of that. But then we could just take about 16, let's say, put it back on, and bingo. We've got our smooth stone. And that should allow us to get a blast furnace. Man, 5 iron. I hate that, but we need it. With that, I think we are ready. To the plebs. Okay, good. They've all grown up. You still have your job. That's probably bad news for you. But we know we're going to want lots of farmers so we can trade for emeralds. There we go. Those 3 were happy to do it. And then we're definitely going to want at least blast furnace and smithing table so we can get a toolsmith and an armor smith. I'm not as worried about the weapons currently. I'd rather just have better armor and tools. So now we can just reach right over here, start filling up on our carrots and potatoes. That's going to keep filtering down from the rest that it's running in the farm up above. And then lastly, because we have trade cycling on, we should be able to, just cycle through these till we get carrots and potatoes. There we go. Easy enough. So we'll lock you in. What a deal. I don't know about that. Oh, you already have carrots and potatoes. Look at you. You're ready to go. And you, bingo, nice and easy. So you know the drill. You know what we're going to be working on for the next however long. I actually don't know how long it's going to take, but I imagine it'll be a bit. But the good news is by doing this, not only are we getting emeralds, but we're unlocking some better options for our culinary needs. We are getting a lot of emeralds, but I'm also blowing through this stuff pretty quickly. Could do a pumpkin and a melon farm. That might work, but not right now. I think we're perfectly fine with the amount. I mean, this is still... Well, no, it stopped coming through, but we still got this much left. I almost got 2 stacks of emeralds, which means we can start to level one of you up. I think I want the tools first. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Patooey. There we go. I'm sure somebody will pick them up. Have at him, big guy. You take iron trades. I'm not ready to do that yet. I mean, that's good. Eventually I might. But really, all that means is I've got lots of pickaxes and shovels to buy. Oh man, look at how little that goes up each time. Oh boy. I'll see you in a little while, citizen. I mean, that guy did say he would trade for iron, right? I kinda don't want to trade for all those shovels and everything nonstop. Ooh, broke my axe. Pretty sure these big guys could probably one-shot us right now. Fortunately, it's not going to come to that. Sucker. Oh, and they just made a new one for me. Okay, 11 iron. Hopefully that helps. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, that brought it up quite a bit. All right, back to this. There we go. And we've got an iron pickaxe efficiency 1. Could be better, but honestly, I'll take it and I'll use it. Took me till episode 2 to get Isn't It Ironic? Be not ashamed, citizen. Slow and steady wins the race. And in fact, I think we're just going to continue to buy those because we want to level up again, except we can't. Whoops. I could wash a ton of gravel, get flint, but that's a lot of flint. I don't think we're going to do that. Actually, I need pants. We may as well get pants from you. Iron leggings, thank you. And we got suit up, good. Finally, pants. I feel so formal. And if we level you up, we get the same exact trades. That's not entirely helpful, but I suppose thank you. Also, I had to buy a bunch of these iron pants out of curiosity, and a couple of the pickaxes. I might save those, though. Can I put multiple iron pants on this to be melted down? No, it has to be one at a time. Okay. At least it should be faster, one would think. And now these iron nuggets are really useful because we use them to make the andesite alloy. So I think it's worth doing this. In fact, there's probably a way we could automate this. I just don't know how. Like a hopper behind it, having these put onto the depot and then taken out. I'm not quite sure. It's like a very slow iron farm up here, but I will take it. Okay, it's been a bit, and with the iron trades and a couple other things, looks like we're getting to diamond level, and we're skipping right from stone axe to diamond axe. And another efficiency 1. That's what this was, right? Yeah. Well, I'll take it. Whew, I'm feeling a lot better about that. Oh, you got no bed. That's sad. I'm not going to do anything about it, but it's sad. So expensive. I know. Do you like the new shiny diamond axe? Works a lot better, doesn't it? He's impressed, I can tell. Just leveled him up again, and good. Now you've got the diamond pickaxe. However, I cannot afford it. Took all of my emeralds to get this far, and as you can see, we're also out of these. We cleared out the entire chest. Almost 2 double chests, all to these greedy boys. So, I think what I'll do, I'm gonna spend some time just, AFKing, letting this fill back up. I'll also probably keep an eye out for more iron golems, because those iron trades were really nice. and generally just spend a lot of time here kind of doing the boring stuff. We'll keep trading, getting more emeralds, make sure that we've got our diamond tools, and then we'll move on to armor. So I'll bring you back in once we've unlocked pretty much all of the trades and we can start to get some of the gear that we're looking for, and then we'll be able to talk about next steps. See you soon, citizen. All right, it's been 1, maybe 2 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, who knows? But you'll notice that I've got the diamond axe. I also was able to get the diamond pickaxe. The toolsmith is actually at max level, and the only things he gave me was a diamond pickaxe and axe. I was hoping for a shovel or, you know, something more than that. But anyway, I mean, at least we got 2. I've got extra diamond axes that I had to buy anyway. That is so low because I realized I could be, you know, chopping down the spruce trees and making a Fletcher. So that's exactly what I did. So that's been helping on the emerald front, just having an additional guy here we could trade with. However, my next goal is to get some more armor out of this guy, and I don't really want to buy a billion iron leggings. I'd rather give him iron. So of course, whenever I hear the stomp, stomp, stomp up here, we head up and we say hi to these iron golems. We ask them if they would lend us some of their iron hide, and of course they oblige. However, I did have another idea, and to be honest, I don't know how far this one's going to take us. It might just be a little bit. Still worth trying though. What I was thinking, we've got all this cobblestone and a little bit of gravel. What if I were to take my lava back from our impressive smelter and replace that with water, and then we can throw about, I think, a stack at a time into the milling machine. That's gonna, I believe, mill that down into gravel, but since we already have some gravel, I can put that right on here, and that should wash it all down into flint and iron nuggets. Once again, don't know how much this is going to do for us. I kind of think it's going to be just a little, but it's worth trying. We've got the machines, why not use them? Hard to tell though when this one's done. Is it when it stops making noise maybe? Hey, there we go. 1 stack of gravel, 7 iron nuggets. So I mean, that could be worse, but also I think we can sell the flint. We can sell it to the villagers, so that's something. Yeah, so I think we do that. Why don't we do that? I'm also curious. I can't tell what's happening here. If I take you out. Oh, did I get more gravel? I think I did. Okay, so that actually goes pretty slow. Maybe it's just an intermittent thing. We'll leave, you know, a stack of cobblestone in here, and then we'll come back. We'll check if it's gravel, and then we'll move it over here, see what we can turn it into. So, you know, probably a slow process, but should help. And in case you're curious, yes, that is one of the potential topics for a future episode, is automating that whole process, essentially starting from a cobblestone generator, milling down all of the cobblestone, bringing it over to a washing station, and then kind of just storing the flint and iron nuggets, maybe even just turning those into iron ingots or blocks. So eventually, that'll be much more automated. For the time being, we're going to do it this way. I also realized we could probably double up on this. If I put you here, yeah, we can. Well, that should help. There you go. Oh boy, okay. I just got hit by an iron golem. I was not far enough away. I guess I didn't get one shot, but that was really close. Bad. You do not hit me. I hit you. Oh man, that was close. Oh boy, okay. Let's not do that again. Oh, that's real useful. Sell me shields and take lava. No, I don't think so. I'd like some armor, please. Oh, by the way, you'll also notice I bought a bow, but looks like he has a power 2 bow, so I think we're gonna go for an upgrade on that. Finally have ranged capacity. All right, let's meet halfway. I'll buy all your shields if you'll give me iron. Not iron, armor. Maybe iron armor. I don't know. What do you got? Ooh, going straight to diamond. Okay. Ooh, feather falling 3 boots. Nice. I'll take those right away. Cover me with diamonds. That is a hodgepodge look we've got going on, but I won't complain. And after a few more trades, I think we'll be able, you right there, we'll be able to afford the next one, which is the pantaloons. Projectile protection? Why not? I'll take it. And we should be able to finish it right there. Oh, for quite a cheap helmet. I will take that. Protection unbreaking. And then we just get 19 for the diamond chest plate. Fire protection 1. Meh. It's diamond. Okay, big fella, this time you're gonna be good, right? That's right, no hitting back. Because it's not fair. Mainly just to me, I wasn't really thinking about you. Actually, did that give us enough? What was it? 19, yeah, we got exactly enough. Ooh, here we go. And with that, we are entirely diamond. Only appropriate given our status. Well, I'm happy with that. I wouldn't mind getting rid of some of these sticks that I just made though. We have 0 emeralds. You just refreshed, didn't you? No, okay, good. We'll come back. We are gonna need more for sure. And in fact, I can't just have like a stone sword and a stone shovel with all this other stuff. But I don't know. Nah, it's worth it. We'll use some iron. especially now that we have those iron golem friends helping us out. Let's get ourselves an iron sword and an iron shovel. There we go. It's not all diamond, but at least we don't have any stone stuff now. I'll feel a little bit better with that. And besides, the whole flint washing thing worked out well. We got 60 iron nuggets. That'll work for when we need more alloy. But what I'm wondering now is, are we ready for our next steps? I'm gonna take inventory, and I think we might be, but let me take a look around and then we'll see if we're ready to move on to the next thing. I think we're just about ready, citizens. Ready for what? Well, if you recall, I wanted to make a massive mining drill, and I think I actually left what I had down in the mine. But in order to do that properly, we're going to need a deployer, and that is a bit more of a complex bit of kit. Because you'll notice we need something called an electron tube, which requires polished rose quartz, which requires that you sand rose quartz. And in order to make rose quartz, you need redstone dust and nether quartz. So that's a very long way of saying we need to go to the nether, but also we need a brass hand. And if we click on through and keep looking for brass, it appears that the way you make that is by mixing and heating copper ingot and zinc ingot. Now you'll notice that requires a blaze burner, so that is reason number 2 that we need to go to the nether. Because you can make something called an empty blaze burner, and then, 3 guesses on what you need to do to make it a blaze burner. But essentially that's something that we can put beneath a basin that'll heat it as you do any sort of mixing recipes, so on and so forth. But you just have to give it fuel of some kind, so we can give it coal or lava or anything like that. Now, to make an empty blaze burner, we need netherrack. So either way, we need several things from the nether. I think what we're going to have to do is go and grab maybe nether quartz and netherrack. We'll come back, we'll make some of these, and then we just need to find a blaze spawner. So lots to do. Fortunately, I've been keeping up with harvesting. Yes, we're going to call it harvesting our iron golem friends. And they were kind enough to give me plenty of iron ingots. So I think we're going to use, not all of it, but why don't we start with 8? We'll make 8 of those into iron sheets, because I know we're going to need quite a few of those. And yeah, this is going to take some time. We'll eventually need to speed this up. Actually, speaking of speeding it up, there's also something we can get called a rotational speed controller. That would be really helpful, but that is also something that's quite difficult to make. Though not impossible, it's just golden sheet. But once again, we need a lot of gold. That's going to come into play when we get our new and improved mining machine. So that's the reason behind all this. We need so many resources. With a proper mining machine, I think we can get it. And looking up, we'll also get what we need to finish the house, be able to finish and actually cover this thing. So that's the plan. Lots to do, and it all starts with going to the nether. So step 1, we're going to need some obsidian, and I do remember that there were a couple pools of lava over this way, and you'll see that yes, it was necessary that we get the diamond pickaxe. Ooh, remind me though, before we actually go to the nether, was that bee on fire? Oh, it is a lava bee. They went into the lava like I said not to. Oh, that's so sad. I just wanted to go for a swim, but it went in the lava. Ooh, okay. No time to mourn. Let's turn all this into obsidian and start the fun of mining all this out. All right, here we go. Hey, ice bucket challenge. Nice. All right, there's 10. That was a pain, but necessary. Pew! Well, let's head back. And before we make a portal, we need some food. Unfortunately, I did another AFK, and I think we're filled back up on carrots and potatoes, so we can trade with the farmers. I bet we could probably get to golden carrot level now. Hello, friends. Oh yeah, that's looking much better. Guess we could get a bunch of pumpkin pie after we sell, obviously. Is that gonna level you up? Yes, it is. Now you've got golden carrots, glistering melon slices. I will take the golden carrots, please. 36. Okay, so with 50 pumpkin pie and 36 golden carrots, I'm pretty comfortable with that. Now, where are we going to put a nether portal? Also, did we save any flint or did we sell every last bit of it? Oh no, there's some. Get ourselves a flint and steel. We could just build it out behind the back of the house here. Kinda don't want it in the middle of everything. I think just setting it up over here would be fine. Yep, this should do the trick right here. And then we light you. And I have to say, it's a little less intimidating knowing that we're not in hardcore, but still, I don't want to lose all of the diamond armor and tools and everything. So first priority, nether quartz and nether rack. Then we'll come back, we'll make some blaze burners, then we just have to go right back in, try to find some blaze, and then we should be good to start making what we need. All right, let's do this. Let's hope for a good spawn, which I don't really know what a good spawn would be. Maybe just near nether quartz? Okay, not the best. What is this? Scorchia. I don't know if that's useful, but I'm gonna grab a couple. And I see nether quartz and gold right above us, so no reason to go far. I say we just head right up there. Oh, we need soul sand and soul soil as well. Remind me to grab that. Yeah, we'll take some of this. We need a couple of you. Do need the nether quartz. Looks like Scorchia isn't all that useful as far as I can tell, but it's neat. It's a new block. All right, that was quite helpful. But seeing as we're here, we're gonna grab some of you. I think we have what we immediately need. No reason to linger. Oh, except to notice that. Look at that. Look at how close we are. This is the portal right here. And there's another fortress, so we should be able to get a blaze burner. In fact, I think that's one right there. Wow, so far, this spawn using... In case you missed the last episode, we used For the Glory of Rome as the seed for this world. It's just been incredible. We've had such great luck. I'm loving it. Back we go. Oh, and we've already had a friend come on through with us, but that's fine. He can enjoy the overworld. Okay, so we got 11 nether quartz. We are going to need redstone. I haven't picked any up yet. We got gold nuggets, and I think hopefully we can use those to make a wrench. I don't remember how much we actually need. 3. Which would be, what, 27? Ooh, and we got 28. Nice. We'll do that when we get back. More importantly, can we make these blaze burners? We certainly can. We can make 2 with what we have. Do we want 4? Or actually 5? I kind of want 5. Because down the road, we can use these as an energy source as well for power. Yeah, we might want to do an upgrade in here, so let's just think ahead. We want 3 more. I think that's 12 that we'll have to very slowly smoosh down. Well, that was exciting. And 3 more. There we go. Up to 5. Perfect. Now we just need to bring these back to the nether. So we can right-click a blaze with the empty burner to capture it. Or can be collected from their spawners directly. That might be easier. Okay, well, let's do it. I'm so happy about how close this is and we don't have to go searching around for it. But getting over there is another thing. Oh boy, yeah, this'll be fun either way. Especially with all the ghast noises I'm hearing. Alright, let's make a run for it. Oh no, there's nothing to run to. Okay, give me a minute, citizen. I need to strategize. We're trying to come around the side, to make it a little bit easier, but I can't stop hearing, like, magma, slime cube, whatever guys, and ghasts, and all the spooky stuff. Oh, there's the ghast, okay. And we just keep bridging. I guess it's not the luckiest thing in the world that it spawned right in the middle of an enormous lava lake, but that kind of just is what it is. We could connect up right here. That would probably be the best bet. Oh man, I hope that thing can't hit me from here. So we might have to take a bit of a hit doing this. Okay, yep. Oh, it can definitely hit me from here. It is shooting at me, and we don't want that. First shot with a bow right at a blaze. That one didn't want to be stuck in one of my burners for eternity. I have no idea why. Okay, there we go. That's connected up. Now we just need to get over there without another blaze shooting at us. Okay, I think we did it. Now we just need to make a run for it. Get the achievement. Nice. Where was that burner? I think it's up there. Or, you know, spawner. You know what I meant. Ooh, it's being guarded. Okay, can you not be there, please? That would be nice. Oh, 2 shots. No, of course it's got... And they're gonna spawn in. Yep. No! Ow! Of course it's got lava spilling all over the place. Let's see if we can clear those out. I just need your spawner. Don't need you. There we go. Now, quickly. I need... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did it! Grab the blaze rod. Let's get out of here. That's all I needed. I do not need to stay any longer. Well, that worked out really well. Oh, great. Trying to keep me from leaving, huh? No, thank you. I shouldn't say it worked really well until we're actually back to the portal. We don't need to be toppled by our ego, do we? Got another guy blocking our exit here. You just stay up there. I don't know. Okay, I said stay up there. I was gonna be nice, but I guess not. I guess that's not the word playing this, huh? Goodbye. You try to be nice to a guy. Oh boy, a little bit more gold for the road, and we are out of here. Well, that went swimmingly, citizen, and that is not a term I use lightly. All right, so let's organize the spoils, and then I think we'll be ready to start crafting up some of this stuff. Oh, actually, I lied. We have one more little side trip we need to do. We need redstone for the rose quartz. And I think I saw some down when we were digging in the mine. I just didn't actually pick it up. Yes, we're here for redstone, but I mean, we're gonna need coal for those blaze burners. Ooh, and also we should pick this stuff up now that we have a diamond pickaxe. That's the zinc, right? Yeah, we're gonna need it. I know we have some, but just in case, any of the stuff that we passed up last time, yes, because we had a stone pickaxe, but now we can get it, so let's do it. Question is, where did I see that, redstone deposit. I think we'll need andesite too, so let's grab it. Okay, I'm thinking it wasn't here. It might be further down. Hello. Oh geez, here comes the frame rate drop. Actually, we could we could grab all this stuff. We don't need it here anymore. This is the old mining machine. We're gonna improve it. So all of these goodies can come with me. Ooh, geez, I almost fell down the hole all the way down to bedrock that we made last time. There we go. Much better. I will also take all of you. Perfect. That's all of our components back. Now we just need the redstone. What did I don't know where I saw it. I'm guessing it was down here where we definitely did not bravely run away from a witch. Brave Sir Legion ran away. Yeah, that was it right there. I knew I saw some. My memory's not completely gone yet, citizen. I've got a good 2 or 3 years left in me. And with those two, 48, that should be enough. I think we only need one rose quartz, which would be 8 of these. So I think we should be fine. Unless there's any more just kind of hanging around. Ooh, we haven't been down here yet. I know we have work to do, citizen, but look at all this stuff. Oh, and then there's gold behind it. See, this was worth it. Ooh, see? More redstone. Worth having a look around. I do hear lots of friends down here. We might want to be quick. Don't know where they are. Let's just grab it and head out. I can't stop myself. It's the diamond pickaxe. It's going to my head. All right, this is the last little bit we're going to do. Then we're going to head out. I know I keep saying that. Okay. New question. How do we get out? I thought you were keeping track. How do you always let this happen, citizen? Don't think this is the way, because it's not lit up. But then again, oh boy, alright. It's the infamous zombie brothers. Here to collect on that blood debt, I see. Not today. Whoa! Where did you come from? Oh, he might have been showing us the way out. Is it up there? I have to remember that copper is actually useful now. So used to just ignoring it. I don't think this was the way out. Ooh, maybe. Aha! That is definitely not the way we came, but is a way out. All right, excellent. Man, look at that. We got tons of goodies. Copper, redstone, zinc, iron. We're good to go. Ah, daylight. Okay, we're back. Let's go through and organize everything, and then we can get to building. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. We're somewhat organized, so let's start looking at what we're actually making. We'll work our way backwards again. So, deployer is what we want. Let's start with the electron tube. I think that's easier. Iron sheet, rose quartz, which we need sandpaper, which is literally just sand and paper. So first up, the rose quartz. We should just have to do this, and there you go. We get rose quartz. Beautiful. Next, we need paper, which we can make because we picked up that sugar cane. There we go. I don't know that we picked up any sand, but there's some right outside. Let's just take a lot of this just in case we need it for anything else. There we go. So now we should be able to make sand paper. Yep, there it is right there. And I believe what you can do is just hold the rose quartz in one hand and then put the sandpaper in your offhand, and then you just hold right click. Oh, look at that. Sanded it right up. Polished rose quartz. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got that. What was next? Oh, it's just that and an iron sheet. Okay. Of course, we don't have iron sheets. Let's make... I don't know, let's just start making a few. I'm sure we're gonna need them elsewhere. Man, I'm surprised this thing can just keep itself together going this fast. Like, it just doesn't just rip itself to shreds. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, so if we do that, we get our electron tube. That sounds impressive. All right, so we've got that. We've already got andesite casing. Now we just need a brass hand, which is andesite alloy and brass sheets. Brass sheets, obviously, you can just crush, but the ingot, this is where we have to do something new. So we need to get a mechanical mixer and a basin. Basin is andesite alloy. Mechanical mixer is cogwheel, andesite casing, and whisk. Whisk is iron sheets and andesite alloys. Okay, so we can do all that. It just takes a lot of, smooshing of the iron and making andesite alloy. Let me put together those two, and then we can hopefully get it hooked up to everything back there. Okay, we have all the components. Now we just need to set something up that looks like this. So it apparently would just be a blaze burner. Oh, look at that little guy. Now he's friendly. He's helping us out. What a champ. That has the basin on top, followed by the mixer, and that should be it. Just need to power it. So I'm hoping what we can do is, that might make it fairly simple. If I can fit that right there, and then what would that be? A vertical gearbox, I think? Or I wonder, do I need a gearbox? Can I just attach a small cogwheel right there? And no, I can't. That's too, it's too much above it. I'm sure there's a way I could get that to work, but I think a vertical gearbox will work fine. And there's our vertical gearbox. Let's go put it in. And bloop, there we go. Now, we are getting not advanced, but a little bit more advanced, and there's some information I'd want to be able to see here, but I can't see it yet because we don't have the right create stuff. So let's make our lives a little bit easier and put all of this gold to good use. We can make 5 from that, and then we'll get an extra 4 here, which means we want to put our lava back right over there. Put you all right here. And then with those, we have 9 gold ingots. So we wanted a wrench, which is a cogwheel, 3 golden sheets, so at least 3. But also, I wouldn't mind some goggles. That's 2 glass, 1 gold sheet, and string. Might be able to do that. We do have string. We just picked up that sand, so I'm assuming if we put it here, we should be able to get glass. Yep, I was right. Good. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, of the gold sheets, so that should be able to smoosh them down for us. All right, we've got those, which means we should be able to finally make ourselves a wrench. That probably should have happened sooner, but we could also make the engineer goggles. Ooh, kitted out. Nice. So we can put the goggles. We should have an extra slot so we don't have to take off the helmet, which is nice. But if we take off the helmet anyway... Oh yeah, because look, it tries to fit the goggles beneath there if you're wearing a helmet. That just looks pretty silly. We take that off. That looks a little bit more natural. Actually, weird. It kind of links up perfectly with my laurel wreath. Look at that. It's like exactly the right type of stuff for that. Interesting. Well, cool. Either way, we also now have a wrench, which if we just wanted to kind of simply illustrate one of the things the wrench could do, or at least the one that I'm aware of, if you're putting things down like this and you go, no, that's actually not what I intended, you can use the wrench to, if you right click, it just changes the orientation depending on where you're standing. And it'll just help you, modify it on the run. You don't have to pick it up and place it back down. It'll help you switch it around a little bit easier. Also, then I think if you left click or shift right click, that's what it is. Shift right click, that'll pick up a component instantly, which is really nice. So we'll have to get used to using that. But also, now that we have the goggles, it'll show you the kinetic stress impact. It should also tell you if it's not going to be able to work, at least I think so. So that means this should be going fast enough in order to blend what we need. Also, I hear another wandering trader. Where are you this time? Where are you hiding? Oh, there you are. All right, I'll have a look at your wares. Ooh, I actually kind of want vines and sea pickles. Okay. Let me grab some emeralds. All right, I'm back. I'll take 1 of the vines because I can make, pretty much infinite from that. And then sea pickles, yeah, let's just grab a bunch. I wouldn't mind kelp. We're going to need kelp eventually because that's how we're going to make the conveyor belt looking things. But we could always go out on an expedition and find it. Put that stuff in there. And actually, I forgot to relieve him of his leads. Don't worry, he doesn't mind. The llamas don't mind either. They're happy to be free. They don't really like this guy. They just pretend. There you go. You're free. Don't mention it. Okay, anyway, that was a distraction. We were trying to get the brass hand, and that means we need some brass. Brass is zinc ingot and copper ingot put into that whole setup we just created. And we have some of the copper ingots. We didn't cook up any of the zinc yet. So let's just start with 14 of each. Which means I believe if I put this raw zinc down here, yeah, there we go. We can get our zinc ingot. So I guess you just put equal measure copper and zinc into this machine, power up the blaze burner, and everybody happy? Let's start with 1 each. This will be our test. So if I throw you in there, basin contents, 1 zinc ingot plus 1 copper ingot, I imagine nothing is going to happen until you get something for power. So let's just throw a few of these in there to... I don't know how much it actually needs, but... Ooh, look at that. It's getting spun up. Hey, got our first bit of brass. Beautiful. Real alloys. And while that's running, and my assumption is we're going to need tons of this stuff anyway, we may as well just put all the copper in, all the zinc that we made, and just make it all. I wonder how long this thing runs for. I just put 2 pieces of copper in, but I'm wondering if that does a lot. This is the other cool thing about the goggles. You could actually see what's going on. Remember we ran into that with the millstones. We couldn't see what was inside it. Now we can actually see what's going on with that. And the blaze burner seems to be doing fine with what we gave it. I don't know how much it actually requires. This is exciting though. Look at how much we were able to set up. I'm kind of not surprised, but I'm happy it's all working. This is all really cool stuff. There we go. Got our brass. 28 in total, which means I think we're just about where we need to be. 4 brass sheet, 1 andesite alloy, no problem. Put that there so it can slowly be smooshed. And then we can finally make our brass hand. Look at that. This better be worth it. All of that was just so we can make this 1 deployer. And now that we have it, I think, well, no, we're actually going to need 1 more thing. Probably more than 1. I'm probably forgetting more, but we're also going to need a cart assembler. And that looks fairly simple. And once we get started building all this stuff, I'll let you know why we need this one. It's a bit of an interesting thing, but also, yeah, not that difficult to make. So, neat. let's collect all the things together that I think I'm going to need for an actual, like, really impressive mining machine. Impressive to me, anyway. I remembered another thing we need. I just don't know what it's called. So much like when I'm reading books, I'm just going to look at the pictures and hope I can get the best stuff. This is it right here. Mechanical plow. Also easy. Okay. Whew. Good. Yeah, I can make that right now. Good. All right. I was worried that was going to set us back, but no, we're good there. What else? We will need some amount of rails, and then we'll also need a minecart. And then a bit interesting, we're actually going to put a furnace in the minecart and hope that that's what I actually need. That's something I've never made before, but looking at this, that might be what we need. And that's just for a generic one. I would like more mechanical drills. Can't really call it an impressive machine without more of those, right? So casing, alloy, iron. I can make 2 more now, but I think that's just because I'm low on the casing. So let's make more of that and see what we can do. I think it would be nice to have at least 16 of these, so double what we have now. Oh no, my diamond axe just broke. Oh well, that's why we have extras. Starting to run low on the alloy. Let's see, that might get us close. Let's see what we can do with that. Ooh, perfect. Can just afford 8 more of these. So that's up to 16. I think that'll be much better. All right, for now, let's put some of this stuff away, and then I'm gonna have to really boggle my mind a little bit trying to figure out what to do next. And I can think while we smelt this iron, because once again, the next part is something new, something that I've seen done several times on other Create series, but haven't done it myself. I'm a little bit concerned about getting it to work. Hopefully we can figure it out. I also remembered we will need, not the chute, the glue, as well as storage. Also, out of curiosity, I just put the deployer down. I see this filter thing. Do I need to make an actual filter, or can I just click? Oh, that's good. I don't actually have to make a filter. It just comes with one built in. That's really cool. All right, we might be all set then. Out of curiosity, I just had to look around to see if we can make a backpack, and I think we can. I made some glass, we had some leather, we've got wool. I think it's just gold and iron then. Let's have a look. We need these backpack tanks, which is glass and 2 iron, and I can make 2 of those. Okay, good. Then the leather, a chest, a sleeping bag. Sleeping bag is... oh, weird. You actually need a different color of... yeah, okay. Should be able to do that. We could do 2 yellow. There we go. And if I put those there, yes, we can make a sleeping bag. And is that it? Oh, chest. Easy stuff. And can we get one? Standard traveler's backpack. Yes, we can. Beautiful. Now I think rather, yeah, even though I have a backpack slot here, for some reason Traveler's Backpack doesn't work with that. Not a problem, you don't actually need it. You can just right click and then put it right on. We might want to upgrade it. I was just thinking if we're going to be doing resource collection, this will come in handy. And the upgrade is actually very similar to making a backpack. We probably won't do that now, we will in the future. Because it's essentially just things like, you know, adding an iron upgrade, a gold upgrade, all that kind of stuff. So maybe after we do the resource collection, we'll do some of those upgrades. But for now, I say we just put it on, and there we go. We're all set for a little bit more exploration and resource gathering. Beautiful. All right, we're ready, citizen. Let's put together our mega mining drill. And we can call this area right here the production floor, temporary. I'm sure this will be something different later. But let's see if I can figure this out. So we have a bit of rail, and we can put a cart assembler down. Cart movement mode, I don't know too much what this means. Always face towards motion, pause actors while rotating, lock rotation. But everybody else I see do this always puts it on lock rotation, so that's what I'm doing. Now my assumption is that the minecart will go beneath that, because if we ponder a cart assembler, whoops, like I said, if we ponder, there we go. Moving structures using cart assemblers. Powered cart assemblers mount attached structures to passing mine carts. We're not going to use it for that exactly, but it does that. You can mount it to, or mount something to the top of this mine cart. So essentially, everything that's above that and glued together will be mounted to that mine cart, which means we can pick it up with a wrench and bring it with us. And that's what we want here. So let's think about this. We need a sort of base structure, which is going to have something in front of it and behind it. And as far as in front of it, that should be where the deployer comes into play. So I think we can, nope, not like that. I want it facing downward. There we go, downward. I want it to be filtered so that it only places minecart rails. Because if it's in front, it'll always place a minecart rail here. And that way, as this moves forward, it'll always have something to run on. I did just think of something else. Let's see if we can put the rest together, but I'm wondering if we have enough for a second deployer. And I just turned it so we can see the filter, but I'm wondering if we could get a second one, because then we should be able to place cobblestone. This thing shouldn't be going over any gaps, but just in case it does, that will make sure it doesn't fall down. Anyway, behind this, we are going to want our mechanical plow so that as this thing is moving forward, it's going to be picking up the mine carts that are being put down and putting it back into the system. And I think next would be the drills. So actually, let's see if we have enough to build a second deployer. Definitely have enough of the brass now because we made a lot of that. We are going to need a second one of those polished rose quartz things. So we do that, get one of these. Still got our sandpaper, so I should be able to do this, polish it up, good to go. Turn these into sheets. That way we can make our electron tube, and we should be able to make a brass hand. I need one andesite alloy. Ooh, did I use them all? I think I used every last one. Okay, I have enough to make just a little bit more. Don't worry, that's why we're doing this. We're gonna have plenty of resources in a minute. Now we can make the brass hand, and it's literally just enough. We have one andesite alloy left, and we need that to make a casing, so that was very close, but luckily, we should have enough. All right, there we go. Grab one more deployer. And then if we just go right in front of this one, oh, pointing right at me. We want you to join the Legion. And there we go. That looks good. And this one should be set to cobble. So that'll place down a row of cobblestone. This will place down the rail. And I assume it's going to place it here. Or does that one need to be one lower? Where's it going to place it? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to do some testing when we bring it down to the mine. But now we're ready for the actual drills. And for these, I kind of just think a wall of drills. So we could do 1, 2, 3, and then 4 would go on top. Then we could do it on each side all the way up to the top. And 4 left over, it'll be a little bit asymmetrical, but that's all right. We could put them on this side, and then we're going to be able to bore through a tunnel this size. And because we want it collecting everything as it goes, we're going to put chests right here, right here. Should be able to also do it on this side. And then we could even get a couple extra up here just because why not? We may as well have all the storage we want. And then I think that's it. I think that's our mega mining drill. So last up, we need to glue everything together. So we'll make sure that we have all of these drills glued together. In fact, we could probably just do this. We could start at the drills and then go back over to here to the chests. So that is all one piece. Then if we start there and go this way, looks like I've got all of that included. And then we just need to make sure that the mechanical plow is included in that. And I think that's everything. I don't think we have to include that. If I'm not mistaken, I might be. But I think we're about to find out, because what we want to do is grab our redstone torch, and then I think if we power this, it'll turn it into a contraption, which means that it'll all be a part of this minecart and we can pick it up. This is the part I'm not sure about, so kind of only one way to test. We are going to do that, and I think that was correct, because you saw it kind of moved up a little bit, and yeah, this looks a little bit odd. I might have grabbed the bin. Did I grab too much? Did I grab something underneath there? I don't know. Let's just see if we can pick this up. Shift click. Oop. Yeah, I think I grabbed too much. So hold on. Let's put that back down. Take away the power. We put it back. How did I glue down there? Let's get rid of that one. Connect you and you, you and you. Will that do it? Let's try that again. Do that. And then I can pick you up. Nice. So I've got that minecart contraption. I think that was what we wanted. I think that went well. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to have to test it. Let's make sure we've got all the coal that we can. We're going to need that to power it. We have the contraption, the rail, the redstone torch, the cart assembler. I think that's everything we need to get it set up down there, which means all we need to do is go down, find a spot, and then just test this thing. I think we're ready. Let's head down to the mine and see if this thing works. Ooh, I'm excited. We are going to have to dig out a large enough area so that it'll fit for the initial kind of push off, but that shouldn't be a problem. I think I kind of, because I mean, we already did some stuff down over here, and this was where we were already mining, so I think we might start in here, and I'll just open an area up in this direction so that we can hopefully hit some new pockets of stuff. And then one of the nice things about having it place cobblestone is that as it mines, it should be filling its chests with more cobblestone. So that's the idea. If it's placing it down, it should never run out because it's always mining more. And then the rail should just constantly be picked up, so we shouldn't run out of that. I didn't count how many blocks it was, like deep, so I'm kind of gonna have to guess here how much space we need. And actually, here's a good spot for a test because we just ran into iron, so let me see. Also, actually, it was 4 tall, wasn't it? It wasn't 3 tall. We gotta make this one taller. We're just uncovering a bunch of iron. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's see here. I think hopefully we can put it like right here. And we put you down. That's facing forward. That's good. And then if I place you, ooh, Okay, we don't want to be inside it. That's not great, but okay, good. We should be right at the perfect spot. Now, one thing, we do want to make sure we have extra rail in here so that the deployer can actually place them down, but also we want some extra up to that so that it could actually go somewhere. The rest we'll put in here, along with some cobblestone to get it started just in case it needs it. And then we'll want some coal because the furnace minecart, that's how it's going to have energy to move forward, basically. I think I can pick this up now. That's just going to be here. But I picked up the rail. I didn't want to do that. Put that back down. There we go. And then the movement of this going forward should be what powers these. So that's why they don't actually need, you know, traditional power, like something attached to that. Anyway, though, I think we're ready. I'm just a little bit scared that this isn't going to work. That's why I'm kind of stalling, but I do think we should give it a test. Okay, so coal goes in. Oh no, I guess you do have to glue this on. Fortunately, we brought the glue. So glue to that? No, that's not working. Hold on, citizen. I've already done something wrong. Give me a second. Okay, I might know what I was doing wrong. Also, I just placed the items in the actual hands of the deployer. I think I needed to do that, but if we put this back down, I think we actually need to power it first. Oh, wow. It's already going. Nice. I just heard this do that. So it just picked all that up. Where did it put it? There we go. This chest. It just put everything that I just picked up there. Okay, so if I give you coal, are you going to move forward? Ooh, it's going. Look at that. It's away. Oh, no, but these aren't placing... Okay, so they aren't placing the extra rail, but this is picking it up, which is good news. So that should be, yeah, put into here. Okay, so we just need to figure out why it's not placing. The deployers aren't continuing to place. So once I get that figured out, I think we'll be good to go. Can I pick you back up now that we... Yeah. I think the problem is this deployer is too low because it's going to do 2 blocks in front of itself. So this one I think is fine because that would be 1, 2. That's where we want the cobblestone, but I think it's trying to place it too low. So what if we move it up? Then we put the filter back. We give this to you. I think that was the issue, but there's only one way to find out. Okay, let's try that again. So if I power, that is... Okay, so you have to do it again. Lock rotation, make sure it's like that. And then if we power you again, give you a piece of charcoal. Ooh, they're placing now. Okay, good. Wow, that thing's going fast. So can I just pick all this up now? I think I can. Then we just follow it along. And we can do this. We can mine things as it reveals them for us. But man, that is moving fast. That is so cool. Look at it go. Oh man, this is like a dream. Imagine doing this by hand with a pickaxe, which we've done many times in the past. Ooh. I'm going through a geode. Uh-oh, that wasn't intentional, but oh well. Let's see. Oh, good. See how it's placing the cobblestone right there? That's what we wanted so that it won't fall down when it hits something like that. Oh, and yeah, we got plenty of room left there. Okay, still going through stuff, working well. This is so incredible. Look at this. We should keep up on doing this on the way. And I'm just going to let this run. I mean, we got plenty of chest space, and then we could just pick it up, bring the chests all back. A really easy way to move a lot of inventory too, because we don't have to transfer it to ours. We could just bring this entire contraption back and then do the organizing. I think this is all on one piece of coal too, everything that it's done so far, which is incredible. Oh man, I'm excited about this. I don't know if you can tell, citizen, but this is so cool. And then after we do a bit here at the, you know, iron level, I guess you could call it, we could bring this down to the bottom and get ourselves a bunch of deep slate. I think I'm going through gravel now. Actually, I wonder if it's also using coal that it digs up and just sending it right to the furnace so that it would never run out. That I don't know. That's an interesting question. Getting through this gravel though, looking good. I can't even keep up with it by grabbing all these things. It just keeps beating me. In fact, I think I'm just going to follow it, let it do its thing, and then on the way back, I'll pick up all of this type of stuff. Can I open a chest while it's running? I can. Look at all that. Ooh, we even found an emerald. Haven't even filled up one chest yet. This is not going to get old. This is so cool. I'm probably going to be doing this for like a few hours now just because I'm so obsessed with it already. Ooh, going over water, but there we go. That's why that cobblestone comes into play. Working very well. I am a bit worried if we come into an actual like underwater cavern or lava, that may not go well. But we should just be able to use this to pick it up and run. Ooh, like that. Quick, get it. Quickly, quickly. You want to block that off. We were quick enough though. It worked. Kind of difficult to do because I can't see what I'm actually doing, but I think we're nearly there. There we go. Well, I don't know about you, but I am so impressed. This is my new favorite toy in Minecraft. I am gonna be using this so much. In fact, that's enough for this level, I think. Let's head down, see all these things we missed, make sure we collect all of it, and then we can do the same thing down at deep slate level. We'll get a ton of that. We'll also check just to see what we actually filled the chest with. I wasn't really paying attention when I opened it, but hopefully some good stuff. Getting copper for days, copper and iron. I kind of forgot about that with the backpack. I was thinking I'd need that to transport a lot of this back, but because it all just stays in that storage when it becomes a contraption, it might not be necessary, which I won't complain about. May as well grab some of this while we're here. All right, there we go. All right, I think I actually do want to bring it back out here before we go down, just so I can put the rest of my inventory in there. So if we do that, put you there. Perfect. Okay, so tons of cobblestone, obviously. We got some diorite, some calcite. With what we picked up on the way, we got over a stack of iron, tons and tons of copper. Got some andesite, not as much as I would have hoped. But we could always just go to a deposit, set it down, and grab all of it. Oh, that one I can't open, but... Can I just get rid of you? There we go. Yeah, it started filling with granite, and I think that's it. All right, so let's just put everything in here. And I think it was probably using coal it picked up, because there's no way it ran that whole distance on one piece of coal. Okay, good. We've got that. Now, can I pick you back up, or does it have to be powered? I think it has to be powered to pick it back up. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so there's the first tunnel dug all the way through. That looks crazy. Now, let's keep digging our way down, and then we'll be ready for round 2. There's some deep slate emerald. Isn't that like pretty rare to find that? That seems like it's a rare thing. I thought it was usually in not deep slate and just cobble. But I don't have silk touch, so there's nothing we can do about it yet. I think we just ran into that mine shaft that we hit when we were doing the rope pulley version of the mining drill. I kind of really just want to use the mining drill, so I'm not too interested in exploring this right now, but it's good to know it's here. We'll probably come back. So for now, we'll just add a couple of these to make it a little bit safer and keep heading down. But I mean, if you're going to put one of these in my face, then yeah, of course I'll check it out. Can take more rails. A name tag might come in handy. Don't have beetroot yet. May as well grab that. I will take the redstone. Why not? This might be a good place to start doing it. It opens back up a little bit. We're still kind of attached to the mine shaft area, but we're down at negative 42. Y level, negative 42, I should say. So I wouldn't mind finding a few diamonds. And down here, it's negative 53. Isn't that pretty close to bedrock? Yeah, there we go. Negative 59, you start hitting bedrock. So I think right up here, negative 55 or so, negative 53, this would probably be a good spot. So let's open this up and then we can get digging. Well, I mean, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let the machine do the work for us. I have a feeling that lava is going to be a much bigger problem down here, but it's kind of just a it is what it is type of situation. Okay, so this time, well, first of all, lock rotation, place that down. Ooh, oh no, did I just break this? I think I just broke it. No, 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 no. Did it? What did it do? Why did it go? Why was it backwards? Oh, was it because I shift clicked? What if I do it that way? No. Do I have to be standing backwards now? What's going on? Why do I? Nope. Oh, okay. I just glued all this stuff in here that I didn't want. Ugh. At least it's all still there. That was very strange. I don't know why it did that, but if I get... Oh, what? I don't know what's happening. No, 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 no. Something weird is happening. Does it need to be that way? And then I stand over here, do it that way? Okay, so that's all right. You guys need to go. That got glued in there unintentionally. Put all of this in here for now. I'm gonna add some extra coal. Well, I don't know what was going on there, but let's make sure you have rail. As you can see, I'm definitely still getting used to all of this. Okay, now are we in good shape? I think so. So we want diamonds and deep slate. Let's see if we can just do that and then give you a kickstart with this. Oh no, 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 no. Forgot to lock the rotation this time. Oh man, this is more difficult than it should be. Okay. Lock rotation, going that way. And now it goes backwards again. I don't get it. Now it's that way. Lock rotation. Man, this is not easy. It's worth it, but it's not easy. Now, no, I locked rotation. Where are you going? Ooh, I'm getting frustrated. It's on lock rotation, so it shouldn't be doing that. I have rail placed going forwards, so it should be going forwards. It shouldn't want to turn like that because of all of those things I just mentioned. So given that, it looks like these are now all messed up. Or where'd the filter go? I don't know. Let's just see if it goes straight this time. No, it keeps wanting to do that. I don't get it. I don't know what I did. Let's pick this back up and try again, I guess. Got the rail, the cart assembler set to lock rotation. That keeps setting down backwards for whatever reason. So I think if I place it this way, that's how to get it facing the right way. But it's the whole thing with it going off the track that I don't get. Oh, did we get it? Nope, no, 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 no. Keep moving. You're actually going the right way. Just keep moving. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. You got it this time. Okay. Whew. I don't know what was going on. It's moving. I'm not going to ask questions now. Everything seems to be working, and we are picking up deep slate, which is good. Okay. Oh, man. There's definitely a learning curve. I will say that. Well, look at what I see. I will happily take those off your hands. Thank you very much. I think it's running into a skeleton. I just heard one get damaged. Wouldn't mind if it took those out for us. I'm also hearing lava. That's not great. Hello. Whoa. Okay, you can go into the lava if you want. Thank you. Goodbye. More diamonds just for me. It's slowing down. What are we running into? I think we hit a gravel pocket. Oh, that's all right. Definitely a little bit slower moving through the deep slate, but that makes sense. I'm just going to let it run for a while. I'll let you know once we've collected what we came down here for, then we can go back to the base and check for the spoils. Alright, we just ran into some deep dark area. Don't really want to mess with that. So we picked everything up. I think we'll do the same thing, kind of run down here. I might leave some of the exposed diamonds until we get fortune on a pickaxe, but we'll grab some of this stuff. And I say we head back and we check on all the spoils. Ooh, another chest down here in the mine and another diamond. Don't mind if I do. 2 diamonds, you say? 3? You shouldn't have. Okay, I did say I didn't want to explore the mine shaft. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah, let's get out of here. We have important business back at the base. Oh man, it's always just beautiful getting out of the mine and seeing this again. I love it. I'm so glad we are able to use Create with shaders because this is just incredible. I don't think I'll ever be able to play Minecraft again without shaders. I've become too spoiled. Okay, now is this going to destroy my house if I place this the wrong way? Because remember how it was misbehaving? If I put you... Which way do we... I don't know. Last time when we did it, it was liking it when we stood in front and placed it down. Ugh, see, now it's backwards again. So if I pick you up again and place you down this way, now it doesn't like that. Oh, so confusing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I just cannot figure out what it wants me to do because it just keeps changing which direction depending on where I'm standing. So I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, we need to, let's see, I'm going to need some more chests. I just want to empty this thing out and take inventory on how much we actually got from that trip. So another temporary measure, most likely, because I haven't decided where we want our storage room yet, but I think what I'm going to do is just place those down here. And then I'm going to get everything moved out of here and into these and organized a little bit. And then we can take a look and see what the spoils are. Chat soon, citizen. Okay, I think we've gotten everything out of here. So before I pick it back up, let's just keep some rails inside here because I assume we're always going to need that. And then since it's empty, I think we can pick you up, take all this back. And now everything is inside these chests. So let's have a look. This is the valuables. Actually, we should sort it. Hold on. There we go. So a few random stuff over here. We got about half a stack of gold, 18 diamonds. Not a lot of zinc, only 9 of that. Might have been at the wrong level or something. About 2.5 of redstone dust, 1.5 of raw iron, which is awesome, and almost 3 stacks of copper. So that is a great haul from basically just one trip down there. We did also get a couple stacks of andesite, lots of diorite. That's going to help with finishing up the walls. We got almost an entire double chest of cobbled deep slate. So that's really going to come in handy while we put a roof on this thing, because that's what I wanted to use for that. Here's our box of just random stuff, gravel, tuff, granite, things like that. And then tons of cobble in case we need that. So overall, incredible trip. Imagine how long that would have taken if it was just by pickaxe. So I can't say how much of a fan. I mean, it would be impossible to describe how much I love this machine. I'm going to be using it a lot. And also, we're probably going to be upgrading it to use many, many, many more mining drills on it as well. In fact, it's tempting not to just do that right now, but we have other things to work on. For now, let's put it in here just so we have it. And then I think we're out of excuses to not continue working on the house at this point. So we'll have some prep to do converting some of this stuff, but I think we are ready. I'm going to take a couple minutes and just sort through this a bit more, see if we need to smelt or convert anything, and then we're probably going to get started, but we'll see. And there you go. We've collected some goodies, and we put it all in the backpack as well. That should last us a while as we get started on this. I'm bringing the stone cutter so we can change things on the fly. You'll also notice, look at this. Did I take my armor off? What's that? No, I'm still wearing it. I just think my legionary garb is a bit superior, so I've I put in this resource pack here, invisible armor model, so even if I'm wearing armor, should just be invisible. The reason that I didn't put the helmet back on is because look at this. If I put that on, it makes the helmet invisible, but it also pushes the goggles down. That looks crazy to me. So we're just gonna leave the helmet off for now. Either way, we're ready to get started on this build, so let's do it. I was thinking about what to do for the narration while I built the house and thought it might be fun to ask an AI to write me a story about a day in the life of a Roman citizen. Here's what it came up with. Gaius stirs as the first light paints the eastern sky. He rises. The cool morning air, a sharp contrast to the warmth of his blankets. A simple meal of bread and olives fills his stomach, and he slips into his toga, the heavy woolen garment, a symbol of his citizenship. With a nod to his wife, he departs their modest apartment, joining the bustling morning crowd. His day is filled with the rhythm of commerce. A carpenter by trade, Gaius measures, cuts, and planes, the sweet scent of sawdust mingling with the city's clamor. The morning sun beats down as he works, a bead of sweat tracing a path down his temple. As noon approaches, the city's pace slows. Gaius closes his workshop, eager for the respite of the afternoon. A quick stop at the public baths is a necessity, to cleanse, to socialize, to relax in the warm waters. And that's it. That's where the AI stopped, just when it was getting good. What a tease. Well, there you go, citizens, just a little bit later, and now we finally have rain coverage. I spent the majority of the time just shaping out the walls and, putting a roof on each of the sections. I haven't done a whole lot with detailing. I do have some ideas on how we can actually do create specific type stuff, but also just some regular detailing. I think we're still going to get to that, but at least we're more complete now over there. I also do want to do a couple different things with we can call it the front yard, I guess. Because right now I have to hop up here every time, and like I mentioned, I think this path is going to lead out, and then we're going to have some kind of structure built around here, allowing us to get to various other, elements of the base that we have, like the creeper over there. That's not a permanent structure though. Anyway, so other things we'll be doing out there. I do plan to put additional levels in here. I made it tall enough, so I think this one will be single level, but the other two rooms, this will be 2 or 3 levels, and then this will be 2 levels. And that's going to allow us to put create contraptions essentially on both sides of that, or both levels, I should say. But unfortunately, we are out of time today, so that's going to be a future episode. But it's looking good. Things are looking good over there. It's coming along. I've got lots more ideas on what we're going to be working on in the future episodes, and you should be able to expect those coming out very shortly. But until then, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one, citizen.